Well, that definitely sucks. I somehow screwed up on the recording, so I wasn't able to get this started at the start of the draft. So far, I have 3 flyers. I picked this guy up, and that was probably a mistake. I just, I don't know, got drawn in by the idea of alternative win condition. Here, I think something could be said for the air and for the Dark Thicket Wolf. Let's go with the air. I've seen some pretty cool vampire shenanigans. Speaking of vampire shenanigans, although I think there, searching up a land would be good. Removal, obviously, that would be something to consider. The only on-color card for sure is not that great. Here, being able to give something flight. I don't really have the beaters currently to do much with that. And I'm probably not going to have that many instant or sorcery cards to make that thing work. I actually wouldn't mind, probably take the fox. I always end up with, and when I say always, the couple times I've played, I end up without enough 2-drops. Since I'm heavy on spirits, I think I'll take the exorcism. And then if they end up heavy on spirits too, I can take it. That's potentially playable if I ended up in green. Not saying I won't. And I do like Caravan Vigil quite a bit. Unruly Mob I haven't had a lot of luck with. He just builds too slow. I'll take the Vigil. And then a Curse is probably the best thing there. Another Travel Preparations. I'd be okay with that if I got early creatures, some flyers, and then built them up with some +1 counters. That could be kind of a strategy for me. But right now, other than white, I don't think I'm chained to any color. I'll have to see whether I want to push into green. Well, there definitely is something to be said for that, if for no other reason than the travel preparations. The Rakashare, if I see some really powerful vampires, maybe. Curse of the Nightly Hunt. It's interesting. Endless Ranks of the Dead. That's certainly interesting. That guy's good. He's a 2-drop, which I talked about being important. And then becomes an Intimidator. Prey Upon would be good if I was going in that direction. In white, 2 acceptable cards, not great cards. Kind of want this. I think I'm going to take that. And there are cards I didn't know were even in this set. Here would be definitely an argument for either splashing or playing that color. I don't have any removal at this point. That can be really big. Yeah, let's take it. Okay, Gutter Grime. It's an interesting card. Lumber Knot, I've been told, is better than I gave it credit. Civilized Scholar, I was playing those colors. I think maybe going with the Gutter Grime. Just as I'm about ready to hide that, I see a 4/4 flyer, which is going to be tempting. But knowing that there's a Dark Thicket Wolf, which is a nice solid 2-drop also, and even the Orchard Spirit, I think I can take those. Back from the brink. Could be really good. Moon Mist, if I had a few more things to transform. Could be good. If I'm thinking about 3-color, that certainly could be good. Guess I'll take the creature and see where it leads. The Stitcher's Apprentice definitely has its place. But the Boneyard Worm, since I'm loading up on creatures, could just be uber tough. What I like about it is you can sacrifice, you can do like an infinite chump. I think I'll take the Boneyard though. I'm probably not playing blue. And here. That's a nice one. I really like the Grizzled Outcast. I don't have much late game currently. Those two combined would be very nice. Even if you just get one attack in with it, seems like kind of a nice pump spell. And then here, probably go with one of the equipment. I'm not going to have a ton of humans. I think I like that more than a stake. Things I know I don't want at this point. Okay, so that's just if you're flashbacking a lot. This guy can be really annoying. And this could give flight. Might take that. I'm actually picking up a fair number of werewolves that, if I could get them in the air, could become pretty nasty. Definitely can hide some of these things. Okay, so at this point, not a huge reason to Lumber Knot fills in a spot on the curve. I don't think any of those are going to make the deck, but at least this would be a color that I may be playing. Heading into pack 3, looks like I'm a little bit light on creatures, but I'm aggressive early, so I do like that. I think that's something that I've struggled with in the format previously. So I don't have enough 2-drops, and here it seems like I have nothing but 2-drops, and I have a way to make those 2-drops into something better down the road, which I think is also an important part of the strategy. Oh, and a fan. Always good when fans stop by to say hello. And actually, Desperate Ravens is not that bad of a card. I probably won't play it because I don't think I'm going to be that far into red, but yeah, it really isn't that bad of a card. Okay, so in the two main colors, Smite the Monstrous could be decent. Blue Sky can be kind of like a Gravedigger. This guy can kill something in the air when he comes in and gives you a pretty decent body to stick around with. I think maybe that's what I want to do. The nice thing about that also is it doesn't matter what color you're working with. Okay, here something could be said for Blazing Torch, for Grizzled Outcast, for the Boar. I think I might go with another Brimstone Volley though. That definitely cements that I will be playing some red. Okay, so what's keeping me in white? I guess that would be the argument. Needs 3 flyers, and 2 of which require quite a bit of a commitment. And here I get really nothing good in any of the 3 colors that I want to play. So I'll probably take the flyer just to keep it out of their hands. At this point, I can see Prey Upon, but I think Geist Flame just to deal with their early threats would be good. And then Scavenger gaining the life would be nice. I think I'm good with that. Even if I don't gain the life, just a 4/5 could be nice. I still have those cobbled wings in, so getting any of these guys flying could turn the game somewhat. So let's see. Urgent Exorcism, probably don't want to main deck that. I don't love that our earliest double commitment is in the color we almost have the least value out of. Although these 3 creatures here are going to do a lot, and I shouldn't overlook what will happen with travel preparations if I get that on those creatures. I can pick up. And I guess I do also need to remember that I have 2 mana fixers. So as long as I have green to cast my Vigil, I can search out something else. Okay, and I don't know what Rage Thrower does, but Bonds of Faith is definitely a card I want. It gives me an answer to all sorts of non-humans. Also makes me really cement the fact that I want to be playing white. And as far as what I would take out at this point, maybe Gutter Grime. I don't know if enough things are going to be dying for it to be real relevant. That's the one that deals damage, right? That one is not bad, but I think I would rather almost have that than to get into double red. And if a card like that I might not play, I think I'll just take the land. And here, I think I'll take the Kindercatch because I know I'm going to be playing green and heavy green. Harvest Spire, removal, so a potential answer. Again, might not be playing it. Spider spawning. It's not all bad. Another fox. Gives me another creature early. I'll take the spider in case I get up against something with a lot of flight. Take the apprentice just because it's annoying. And same with most of these cards here. Just taking what gives me the most frustration. So Wreath of Geist, I can see it for my lumber nut. It's potentially there. It's pretty strong. He's would get +2/+2 every time something died. But I'm not sure whether it would be worth it otherwise. We'll see where the build goes. Like I said before, the 2-drop is a place where I've really struggled in the past, and I like what my deck is doing at the 2-drop spot. Some of them, though, like Boneyard Worm, won't really be helpful on turn 2. Okay. So I think I want most of my green creatures and my travel preparations, and then in white, I think I'll take those Chapel Geist. I may regret it. That's one of those things that's going to kind of be tough to know. I think I want the rig, and I might want those wings. Let's see where we end up. So the flame and the ironsmith. Oh, that's the thing that makes it unblockable. Definitely want the 2 volleys. And technically, even on its own, it would be every time it deals damage, it gets +1/+1. But with only 1 spot to go in the deck, I think I'd rather have one of my big beasts take to the air. And if I sort it, oh goodness, I'm sorting it there. I have a lot of early threats, more specifically, I have all of these creatures. So on turn 2, I have a good chance of getting one of those out. As far as color goes, obviously green is the dominant color. White has a little bit of commitment. And really in red I don't have too much of a commitment, so it is still a very splashable addition. If I look at what it suggests, it's going there, and I might add one to the white. Just because of those 2 white early. With these, I think I'm fine. If I can't play my Ironsmith, I don't think it's end of the world. And one of those lands will come up eventually. Okay. Well, there's the deck. Let's see how it does. I'll see you in round one.